Well, and Adamida will be the first man to strike for Celtic. They've headed to the west end of Hampden Park, which is where Aberdeen at least have a presence. Had it gone up the other end, it would have been an entire wall of green and white, but what will face those striking the penalties will look, although it may not sound, to be an even split. So Adamida scored twice from the spot against Hibs, but he did miss at Tynecastle. Ida to get us started against Kelly Roos, and Adamida is successful with his first spot kick.
It's in the back of the net, that's what matters. The goalkeeper goes one way, he sticks it in the opposite direction. It's not right in the corner at all, but it doesn't matter, it's the back of the net. Gets Celtic off and running. He's been a good addition for Celtic, Adamida. A good alternative option up top. And Jamie McGrath, somebody who has taken a good number of penalty kicks in his career.
He certainly has, Jamie McGrath. But with the noise of the Celtic fans ringing in his ears, he blocks that one out, does exactly what Ida does, and sends Hart the wrong way. Calm and composed from McGrath.
Yeah, this is a really composed penalty kick. He just shuts his foot off in the end and wraps it into the opposite corner.
Luis Palma has missed 2 of his last 4 penalty kicks. Incidentally, this is just the 5th Scottish Cup semi-final that has gone all the way. It's Palma, Celtic's second taker. 6 rows down, and it's 100% so far.
Well, sometimes when he steps up, it looks like a bit of a stuttering approach, but he's a very, very cool finish there. Opening his foot up and just sliding it into that other corner, looking and waiting to see if the goalkeeper moves anyway.
Well, it's the skipper for Aberdeen that got us to this stage. It goes underneath Joe Hart, and Angus MacDonald's. It would have been hard in the mouth for him.
It was almost Hart on the ball. Underneath. And you know what? You've got to give Angus MacDonald a lot of credit there. His game has been up and down with big moments. You don't think he would have been a natural penalty kick taker, but because what you're talking about with so many being off, he's the skipper, he's stepped up and he's found the back of the net, so credit to him.
Matt O'Reilly scored an extra time. That looked to put Celtic into the final at that stage. O'Reilly sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. It's 3 from 3 for Celtic. Esther Sockler next up for Aberdeen.
There's been a lot of good penalty kicks so far, isn't it? Guys that are psyching out the goalkeepers and sending them the wrong way. That was another one. Very, very good finish under huge pressure for these players.
Well, Sockler, who scored in the 90th minute to take it to extra time. Sockler scores down the middle from the Slovenian, and it's all tied up. 3-3 after extra time, 3-3 in penalties, and Paulo Bernardo is next.
Yep, straight down the middle, just gambling that the goalkeeper is going to move.
So Paulo Bernardo, who's been the Benfica loanee. Paulo Bernardo, oh, he squeezes it past Kelly Roos, who got a hand to it. Oh, was that Aberdeen's chance?
Well, that falls into the Angus MacDonald category. It's in the back of the net, but the goalkeeper is ever so close. You can see the anguish on his face there.
He may be injured. He hasn't got up, Kelly Roos.
He's got cramp now as well.
Oh, well, I mean, we thought the drama would have just been about the striking and the saves of the penalty kicks, but now Aberdeen have a real problem with their goalkeeper.
Needs a wee stretch.
If he's just thinking that there wasn't enough drama for Everton to deal with.
Yep. I mean, can't recall something like this ever happening in a penalty shootout. It's just been the most incredible afternoon. The goalkeeper union coming together as well in the most dramatic of occasions.
Well, and what it means is that Ryan Duncan is going to have a long wait for all of this to sink in. Well, Kelly Roos thankfully is up, and now Ryan Duncan, he'd started just to go back to the centre circle, just to compose himself, retake this walk, but it's been a long wait, and Joe Hart might just try to grind the nerves. Pressure on the shoulders of Ryan Duncan.
Far from ideal.
Well, Joe Hart relishing this moment. Duncan! Oh, has it got in? Did Joe Hart get a touch onto the post? The weight was too much for Ryan Duncan. And it's Aberdeen who blink first.
Agonising for young Duncan, and it was far from ideal. His goalkeeper struggling meant that he had such a long wait inside of the post, and then for a split second he's hoping and wondering, is it going to be able to end up in the back of the net? It didn't.
Well, I was wondering why Celtic weren't sending up a player from the halfway line. It's going to be up to Joe Hart to put Celtic into the Scottish Cup final. He'll be retiring at the end of the season. It was his 37th birthday yesterday. Joe Hart! Oh no, he's hit the post! This is quite unbelievable at Hampden Park. Celtic were on the brink of the final. Aberdeen just cannot be put to bed.
Well, I've got to say, I really do wonder about some of the Celtic guys, the outfield players that have allowed Joe Hart to step up and take the fifth penalty. Angus MacDonald was not what you would class as a certain penalty kick taker. He stepped up, he took it. Joe Hart, you wouldn't have said he's somebody that is a cultured player with the ball at his feet either.
Well, Junior Hoylett must score to take this to sudden death. Hoylett tucks it into the corner, 2 assists, plus he nets his penalty, and we are all square again.
I mean, how is it ever going to end? It's just an unbelievable game. Good penalty kick from Hoylett there. It just continues to produce moments of drama.
Alistair Johnson. The Canadian tucks that one away. How calm was that in such a pressured environment?
Right into the bottom corner. The tension is unbearable for so many in here, but for the players, they've got to deal with it.
Well, it's Jack Milne on just his 14th Aberdeen appearance. Milne, oh, it's another one that squeezes under the body of Joe Hart.
Peter Leven doesn't know whether to laugh or cry. I guess he's right, it's under him. Well, he can laugh at the moment because they're still very much in it.
Tomoki Iwata for Celtic. It's Iwata. That's a fine penalty.
Really good penalty kick. Really good. I mean, you see penalty kicks like that getting taken, you say, why are you not stepping up in the first 5? Really good. Good composure as well.
And now up to Killian Phillips, on loan from Crystal Palace, spent the first half of the season at Wycombe Wanderers. The Republic of Ireland under-21 international. Phillips is saved by Hart! Celtic are in to another Scottish Cup final. Joe Hart may have missed his spot kick, but he has come up with a big save that sends Celtic in to their 61st Scottish Cup final, and eventually, at last, it brings an end to what has been one of the great spectacles in the history of this competition. A classic semi-final that saw 2 late equalisers for Peter Leven's Aberdeen. The 2 managers cannot believe the day that they've had. The emotions that the players, that the supporters have gone through, how deep they have all had to go to put on that show. And in the end, after a 3-3 draw, after 120 minutes of action, it is Celtic who win it 6-5 on penalties. What an afternoon of Scottish Cup drama.